Alright, hello everyone. Now that I'm finally off work and stuff and just got home, uh, I wanted to talk about something that I noticed in a group I've been a part of for quite a while. Don't remember exactly when I joined this group, but I'm in this group that for SML, but they kind of changed it now where it's SML/Are You Super Serial? And at some point, I don't remember the specific date, but at some point, fans of SML had shared a post where the original creators of the official SML, you know, they had made a post that they had updating everyone about how their older channel that used to use like the Mario plushes and not the human puppets was to be scheduled to be deleted within 30 days, which is the SML Puppet Show, because of the cease and desist from Nintendo, they've been having to get rid of older videos because they're using Mario plushes, and apparently in the cease and desist letter, they were called out for doing inappropriate things with the Mario characters, and according to Nintendo, they didn't want their, characters to have a bad reputation, and according to what I have heard, that Nintendo didn't want, angry parents and families to contact them for stuff like that, thinking that it's their fault when they have no connection to that. So, I do know everything about all this. I just have never made a video covering this because I'm not really picking sides in this situation. I'm kind of neutral because I am still a fan of SML, of course, because I do have my own Jeffy Phoebe puppet and an actual Jeffy official t-shirt. So I'm not going to sit there and say that I am not a fan of the series. Now, I'm not really gonna say that I straight up hate the human puppets either, but I just wanted to say that, I know some people are doing the whole, we told you so, or you deserve this, or, all this stuff, but there are some genuine fans in the SML group that are actually a little bit upset, about it, because they're asking how many days are left until the 30 days are finally, passed before they delete that channel. Now, some people have said something about re-uploading these old videos and stuff because recently the official team has been having to redo all the old videos, but with the human puppets, and a lot of people, it's like a 50-50. Some people in this group like the human puppets, and others think that they're not all that great. Personally, I don't really want to get into that because regardless of what I say, I feel like I'm just gonna get hate on either side. And I'm kind of neutral, like I said, in this whole situation. Now, I do hope that Logan and the rest of them can recover from the fact that their cat Precious had passed away at some point recently, because I know losing a pet is a very tragic thing. Trust me, I would know. It is not fun in any way whatsoever. So I really do hope that they're able to move forward from their, family loss in that situation. I saw the videos that Precious the cat were in, and I genuinely thought that they were kind of cute. I liked that video they did in memory of the cat. That was pretty nice. It kind of brought me to tears when I saw the part where it started showing live footage of, their cat when they were smaller and as they were growing up, though, because that was really depressing for me. I don't do well with pet deaths, if you hadn't noticed, but, anyway, other things that I have basically learned about this, as far as I know, another thing that I have been seeing, people not be a big fan of, is due to the fact that they also changed Mario and Rosalina's name. And some people think that they didn't have to go that far because, the name Mario isn't exactly just, owned by Nintendo and stuff like that, which again, it's another gray area. I'm not going to sit there and pick sides on who's right and who's wrong, but, I'm not sure if they're planning on keeping Mario's name Marvin the entire time for all these new redone episodes, because like I said, they're basically deleting videos or removing entire channels of all the videos where the plushes were used, and are now replacing them with remade versions of the old ones, but with all the human puppets instead. And I don't know. Take what take what you will from that information, because I don't really know. I'm not like the person you should go to for like whether or not we should be okay with this or not, because I'm kind of neutral on this whole thing, because I'm just going to let them do what they want to do. I mean, I'm not saying that any bad things that he might have done in the past are excusable, because I have heard lots of rumors and things being spread around in this SML group about things that the crew or team have done in the past. But like, I'm not the kind of person that would judge people for stuff like that, because I was kind of late into this fan base, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest, I kind of came into this a little bit later than other people, so I'm actually a bit of an older fan and not a younger one. Now, because of my Asperger's and all, and my childlike mentality, that might throw people off. But yeah, I'm actually a lot older. I mean, personally, you can't really get mad at them for having to do this stuff, I guess. I mean, some people out there still think the cease and desist was a fake forged, like a fake, like, letter entirely. Even going as far as to show what a real one looks like and stuff like that. And all I want to say is at the end of the day, you guys at least need to stop harassing these people, okay? They've probably had a lot of stuff happen, throughout this entire time, and they don't need the added stress. I mean, I'm not saying we should, approve any bad things they might have come clean about doing, because, I don't support, illegal actions or, like, bad things in general, because that's not good. But I do want to say one thing, because I've noticed a lot of fans in the SML group have been complaining and, like, bashing him for spending money on all the cars and stuff. And here's my perspective on this. On one hand, I agree with the fans that he might need to stop blowing his money as carelessly as he's been doing. But on the other hand, it's not our business to decide what he does with his own YouTube earnings. That's his business and his business alone. Yes, it is true that he posts it on social media a lot of the time, but I mean, it's human nature to want to share and show off things that you've bought with your own earned money and stuff. So while it is kind of arrogantly obnoxious at times, I do see this from both perspectives, but you need to at least understand that at least not to spend your money all crazy like that. I'm not here to diss Logan or anybody who makes these videos, because I actually still like them. I haven't really watched as many of the newer ones, and I guess it's because I will admit that I do kind of prefer the actual, Mario plushes over the human ones. Now, I'm not saying that the human ones aren't, good in any way, because they are. I feel like they could use a little bit more of a redesign and maybe redone a bit to where it's not, done a certain way, because there are some of them that just, when they transitioned over to the human equivalents, just did not do them justice. And I feel like if they had spent more time to perfect that design, it would be a lot better. So, yeah, I normally don't actually talk about this kind of, controversy. Like, this kind of stuff in general is what I mean. Like, I don't usually cover, like, Logan-related stuff. The only actual time I've done that is with my SML AU series, which I'm still gonna do. I'm just kind of waiting until, I move out and get, like, a better like, we get a better house, like, the family gets a better house, and I get my own room where I can actually, upload more confidently with my content. I'm kind of on an episode block and really genuinely do not know what the second episode's gonna be. And I know this is gonna disappoint a lot of people, because, y'all are probably just waiting as eager as can be for this next SML AU alternate realities episode. And I'm really sorry that it's not happening, like, as fast as I'd want it to be, per se. I'm sorry I haven't really been uploading either. I've been kind of stuck playing the new Pokemon Snap game recently because I bought the digital version on my Switch and stuff, and it's actually not that bad of a game. I actually really love it. It's a lot more challenging than the original, and there's a lot more to do in this than I realized, because the further you get into the game, the more complex it gets, and you kind of sort of have to do a lot of little side quest trigger events to trigger certain things to happen to get even better Pokemon photos, to unlock, hidden Pokemon, to, get even better pictures, and like hidden away places that you probably didn't even know was on the course until you went there enough times. So, leveling up your research and stuff. So, yeah, I actually do love that game. I played the original Pokemon Snap as well, so I'm kind of considered a Pokemon Snap veteran, I guess you could say. And honestly, I like that. But, yeah, the main focus here was that I wanted to, kind of talk about the SML thing and the channel being deleted within 30 days. Like, I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about this. Are you, upset about that? Are you celebrating the fact that they supposedly got justice served to them because you think they deserved it? Like, what do y'all think? Because personally, like I said before, I'm pretty darn neutral about all this stuff. But at the same time, it is a shame to see that they had such great success to all of a sudden get to the point where they're now doing what they're doing now. And it's really tragic. It's like the best, like, you can have like the greatest thing in the world, but one screw up and then it instantly gets completely messed up within seconds and everything goes downhill. And that's basically the representation of what happened to this channel as a whole. And, I feel bad for them. I'm not going to lie. Like, I do have sympathy for them because I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that if the cease and desist is a legitimate thing, because, you have to stop and think about this. Yes, people kind of think it's weird that, Nintendo would wait to the last minute to actually start striking their channel for using Mario characters or, Nintendo characters in general, if all these other plush tubers have been doing this for just as many years, if not more. So why would they, do that to him specifically? But you do actually have to take the consideration here. Most of the other plush tubers do not necessarily go too far beyond the boundaries and limits like, the SML old videos did back when, they would say cuss words like all the time. I mean, yes, it made it really funny because it was supposed to be adult-oriented and not necessarily intended for children, per se. But, that still didn't change the fact that Nintendo might not have liked the fact that that's been going on, and maybe they didn't react right away because they were too afraid to set off the wrong amount of people. Because since there were so many plush tubers at the time that were using Nintendo characters, they probably wanted to wait until the right moment so that other plush tubers didn't think that, won't think that they're mad at those people, but rather they're more focused on the one, channel as a whole. Because, and I mean, yeah, it's not, on one hand, I can understand where Nintendo's coming from, but on the other hand, I do understand why the fans would be kind of, like, questioning that, too, because it's like, like they're saying, they've been doing this for years, so why are you waiting just now to do that? Because that doesn't make any sense. Like, they could have done that early on. But, it is what it is, I guess. I'm not really Nintendo, so I wouldn't really be able to know for sure, and I'm not real sure about the whole legal paperwork and all that stuff. Like, I don't know how their, documents are supposed to look, so I'm not no professional, but I was just letting you guys know, if you didn't already know, that based on the Facebook group of SML / Are You Super Serial, that it is posted that SML Puppet Show with all the old videos is going to be deleted within 30 days. I do not know how many days has passed since that post had been put up. I'm letting y'all know. Now, some people in that group did mention that they know some people, or that they themselves are going to try to re-upload all the old episodes before they get archived or deleted out of existence so that they're still present. I don't know if that's going to get these people in trouble with Nintendo or Logan himself if they do that. I'm not sure, because if Nintendo's having Logan shut all his old videos down, I'm not sure how people re-uploading it are going to be able to keep it up on the platform if the original creator is having to take it down himself anyway. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. But also, what do you guys think about the new SML remake videos and the changes from Mario to Marvin and Rosalina to Rose and all this stuff that they've been doing recently? Like, if comments are, enabled and you're able to comment below, like, let me know, like, your thoughts and, like, your opinions on all of this. Because, I wanted to talk about this for a while, but, I'm not the kind of person that would, talk about this particularly, because it's not really my, it's not the one thing that I'm most educated on, because, like I said, I'm a late fan to the series, and I still love it, don't get me wrong, I actually do. I mean, some of the new remade episodes and just brand new episodes in general as a whole, because it seems like they're making brand new episodes that have never been made at all, period, that are just like, a fresh start all on their own and not based off of an older video. That some of them are actually pretty decent and are actually pretty, good and worth looking into. But, in the meantime, I would recommend watching other plush tubers like I think they were called Magical Mario Bros. And then Super Mario Richie are like the top two that I would recommend if you want to, ease your mind from the sad situation of the SML Puppet Show channel with all the old videos getting deleted within 30 days. So that way you have something to fill that void, I guess. Because, I know some of you guys out there who have been fans for like years ever since this channel started are going to be really disappointed to know about that. Because unless you have a Facebook, you're probably not going to know that that post had been made. I'm pretty sure it was posted in other social sites besides Facebook, but that's how I learned about it. So, yeah, that's all from me and my partner Sable. I hope you guys at least have a better rest of the day. I hope this news does not depress you. I was not intending to do that. I'm really hoping that you guys have a great, blessed day, though. And like I said, I would recommend, Magical Mario Bros. And Super Mario Richie as, like, really well, hard-working plush tubers that make really good content as far as, like, long episode series that they make with, like, plush, other Mario plush characters that they have. Because Super Mario Richie, to me, is really good because he doesn't just focus on, like, Mario, per se, but he does a lot of videos involving the Koopalings and Bowser Jr. and Kamek and stuff. And I think that, if you're interested in that kind of content, that I would totally recommend that. Not trying to do an insert for myself, but I'm also, doing my own SML AU alternate reality series. It's a lot more different than what, the original SML is doing, where, well, for starters, Phoebe's actually going to be back and stay in every episode once I do an episode where she appears again. It's not going to be like in the original SML where she only shows up in flashbacks or dreams after the fact that it was revealed that she died and all. No, in this alternate reality universe series that I'm doing, she's going to be able to be revived back to life with the help of Detective Pikachu with a special device that he's going to use to help Jeffy to, bring her back, because since this is an alternate timeline, the events that took place in the original aren't going to actually exist anymore because we altered the timeline. So that's essentially what one of the upcoming episodes for my series is going to hopefully, successfully be about. So there's that to look forward to. So besides the two plush tubers I mentioned, there's always me if you're willing to be patient enough to wait for these episodes that I'm working on as well. I've been doing some in-between shorts involving the Koopaling characters I have, because right now I have Iggy, I have Lemmy, I have Larry, and I even have Bowser Jr., and like a butt ton of like just different assortment of Pokemon plushes, TY Beanie Babies, just any kind of plush out there, basically. And that's what I'm going to base my series off of. So hopefully you guys will like that in the meantime. And we'll just wait and see what happens with this whole SML thing, you know, with Logan and his, all his channels and stuff. I wish him the best, and I hope that nothing too severe happens. And I give him the utmost condolences to his loss of his cat. And I really do hope everyone has a good day, including him and his friends that are working on that series, because I'm not going to wish ill on anybody. Please, for the love of goodness, do not harass people either. This is not indication or open invitation for you to harass Logan and his team, because he already gets enough harassment and hate from people because of the choices he's made thus far with his series. So please lay off of him and give him space. Okay, I'm neutral on this, but at least be respectful. Okay, have some respect and have some class, and don't go starting stuff for no reason. Anyways, we'll see you later for real this time.